Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly fish.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
21 gigawatts!
Recorded at Epic Studios, Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to an Epic Radio Show with Epic, Goldie, and Ogar. Only on YouTube. Subscribe today.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Epic Radio Show. I am your host, Epic. We have Goldie and Tokar in the house. You guys can say something.
Hey,
we were waiting for you to introduce Jay.
Well,
and Jay too.
Playing with balls.
And of course, our other co-host, Jay.
What's up, guys?
We're afraid to talk because Epic yelled at us.
I know that's because I was just trying to make the show a little bit more smooth. That's all. Instead of me doing the intro and getting interrupted by sound bites or random other shit, I would like to actually get through my intro. We have a great show for you guys today. We have a lot to talk about. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Epic Music Radio. Subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, Epicness216. As I just posted on Facebook, this is going to be the last time I do the live show on my personal page. We will post it afterwards, but if you want to see the show live, you're going to have to like our Facebook page. Yeah. Because it makes more sense that way. We now have a custom URL on our YouTube channel. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we were able to do that. So cool. It's youtube.com/C/The Epic Radio Show. So you can find us a little easier.
Awesome.
Oh, man, there's a lot of stuff. We're not shooting video right now, as you can see, because it was glitching the last couple weeks, and I'm working on it, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time and resources to do all of that. It sounds like there's a herd of rampant rhinos running above us, but that's cool. Let's see, what else is there? I guess, you know what? This was a surprise story. Goldie, you recognize this person, Jay?
46-year-old woman.
No, you don't recognize her?
Oh, who is it?
Okay, so my mom was in a relationship with this guy for a long ass time.
Oh, is that from North Carolina?
Yes.
What? Oh no.
Basically, my mom was in a relationship for a long ass time, and recently, just a few years ago, they broke up.
Yeah.
She got married to somebody else. Well, and he got back with his wife or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, his wife shot him in the face.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm trying to get to the comments. Shit, my phone is retarded.
Jesus Christ. Why don't you do it on the laptop?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the old laptop was really slow.
So,
I'm not used to the new one.
Anyways, this was in Johnston County, North Carolina. A 46-year-old woman has been arrested for allegedly shooting her husband in the face during a domestic altercation inside their home Wednesday morning. The shooting was reported at 8:45 a.m. I'm not going to say the address, even though it's public, whatever. Deputies allege Serena Effie Fall and her husband Anthony Wayne Fall, 51, were involved in a domestic issue when
it doesn't work.
Miss woman has been arrested for allegedly shooting. I swear, the children, man. That's what I'm surrounded by.
So let's make sure we mute our phones and mute everything before we come in here. See if we could do that.
You know what?
There should be
Goldie, from now on, I'm going to have that set up on the laptop for you.
Thanks.
So you don't have to do that.
Okay. I don't really think it's as big a deal as you're making it. Just so you know, you're being really touchy today.
I'm not being touchy, but I'm trying to get a news story. out there, and I'm being interrupted every other time.
Oh my god!
It's
It is
alright.
not that big a deal. You're acting like you're on your period.
I'm not on my period.
Not this week.
Not this week. Last week I was. I was bleeding from the anus too. It was
believe it.
not good. Anyways, Anthony Fall was rushed by ambulance to Wake Medical Center for treatment of serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Serena Fall was still on the scene when officers arrived. She was later charged with felony assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. That's basically about it. What do you have to say about this, Goldie?
Well, initially I cracked up laughing, which is terrible. A lot of people might not think it's funny. But if you know the person who was shot, you know what a freaking douchebag he is. It kind of feels like some sort of justice. He didn't die, so I mean, it's not that bad. Just got shot in the face 2 times.
Yeah, I think he lost some teeth.
That's
Probably
crazy.
his nose.
Well, the thing was, there was actually there was 2 shots. We thought that he was shot in the face twice, but actually he was shot once. So, I was able to turn around. I guess what happened was she went up behind him. She was going to shoot him in the back of the head.
Oh my god!
But he turned last minute, so it went through like the side of his mouth.
I want to know what kind of gun
And
it
then,
was.
like, when she went to shoot him a second time, he grabbed the gun from her. So, yeah.
That's so crazy to have someone actually come up to you and try to shoot you
Your
in the back of
wife.
the head, though.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah. And then there is a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I actually wanted to get to that because I wanted
Yeah.
to read the GoFundMe because it's just so. I don't know.
That's so.
The story just doesn't add up.
Well, let's just say that I've known the guy since I was about 10 years old.
And I've known him. He was my dad's friend. And he was a douche, like a complete dick. He treated Epic's mom like shit. He treated
I knew
Epic
him
like
for a
shit.
little while too. He wasn't that nice of a person.
No,
but-
he's a dick. My mom hates him.
Well, I mean.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say his son's name, but do you want me to read this?
Sure,
Crazy.
go ahead.
Okay, this is the GoFundMe page. My name is blah blah, and my father was shot a little over 2 weeks ago. But first, let me tell you a little about him. My dad likes to buy and sell old objects. It's his greatest passion in life, history. In fact, that's how he makes his living, doing what he loves. He's there for us when we need him if we ask, and sometimes we don't even have to ask. The typical grandpa, spoiling his grandchildren when he can, and finally, most importantly, a loving husband. Like, who the fuck wrote this?
That's fake news.
I know, that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm reading like a fake news. Wednesday, 10th of January, his world come crashing down along with
You
ours.
said who the fuck wrote that?
His plans for the day was to go to an auction that was maybe an hour and a half away. By the way, this is a big fucking rant. Auction that was maybe an hour and a half away. It was like a normal day. He got dressed, put on his bad shoes.
Whatever that means.
So basically, Goldie, what's happening here is, guys.
They're trying to soften you up like this is a good guy.
His son is trying to paint rainbows over shit.
Yes.
That's what's
he's painting
happening.
a turd. So this is what he's doing. He's like
Can we
conditioning
get
people
a
to donate.
A poop emoji sound.
Yeah. So he got dressed. He put on his bad shoes. To start his truck, while he came outside, he noticed it was a bit chilly for him. When he went inside, he changed into his good shoes, grabbed the sweater and the directions to the auction. It says action. Gave his wife a kiss goodbye, then headed for the door. For some reason, when he got to the door, he turned around, and that's when he found his wife standing behind him, pointing a gun to the back of his head.
This shit makes no sense. So he went and gave her a
He's
kiss.
just grabbing shoes.
I love you, babe. Mwah. And then
Yeah.
he's walking, and all of a sudden she felt the need to just
To
grab a
shoot
gun
him.
after. He must have been a shitty kisser, I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
it gets better. So, he's seen his wife standing behind him with a gun. She shot As he turned around, the bullet hit his front teeth and demolished his right sinus cavity, along with part of his jaw before lodging behind his right ear. He recalls her saying, "But I shot you," over and over again, and trying to ask her, "Why are you shooting me?" As she struggled to reload the gun, who the fuck reloads a gun after one bullet? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
As she struggled to reload the gun to shoot him again, she misses the second shot, and he manages to grab her hand that's holding the gun and takes it away as it fires again. He struggles to the door and across the field to the neighbors, where he begs for help and someone to call 911, and he is on the ground with blood pouring from his face. I don't know. I don't care to get into this. I just wanted to get into the fact that, like, so he rants on and on about how great, like, his childhood was, and, you know, now he's saying, like, bills are behind, and I don't know. Like, if someone wants to read it, they're welcome to read it. We can share it on our page.
They've already, people have donated a total of $130.
Yeah, a total
since
of like
January.
Because they're all like, dude, this is some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
First of all, my dad's reaction was, Anthony had a job.
Yeah, well,
he didn't have a job. I wouldn't say.
Well, we know that, but the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
You know, is making it out like he's this entrepreneur businessman who loves to, like, collect antiques and resell them, and he's this good loving father and grandfather and husband, and then his wife just out of nowhere decides to just shoot him in the face after he gets. Of course, the news says domestic violence.
Yeah.
Which sounds more like, for the people who know him, more accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a secret, especially in that. You know, he was very abusive. You know, verbally, mentally, physically,
Emotionally.
Whatever.
He's a bully. He likes to be abusive to women and children.
I wouldn't even put it past him to be, like, hit her and then she get fed up and then.
That's actually the more likely scenario.
But I didn't see any bruises on her face from the mugshot or anything like that.
It might have slapped her.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
And that's an unfair assessment because with my ex-husband, I got punched in the face, and the cop said, "I don't see any marks on you." The whole inside of my lip was busted and bruised.
Yeah.
Or he could just hit her on the body instead of, you know.
Well, I understand. Yeah. I mean, there's different ways to do it.
My dad said she always seemed off, and he was like, "What took her so long?"
I don't know. It's weird for me. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously I grew up with the dude, and obviously that's one of the reasons why I ran away as a kid, because he was beating my ass too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, honestly though, like, I thought I was gonna be like. I'm not necessarily happy about the situation though. You know what I mean? Like,
no one's happy. I mean, I definitely don't think, like,
I think part of me do I think it was kind of a little bit of karma for all the hell he's put a lot of other people through. Yeah, but now like the kids and grandkids aren't going to see their grandmother.
Yeah,
you know,
it tore apart a family.
You know, like that kind of stuff. I don't wish that on anybody. You know, I don't think that should have been her move, is to shoot him. I think, you know, leave him. You know, do whatever you have to do,
Throw him out.
You know, like, but I don't think necessarily shooting him. Do I kind of understand, knowing the guy, why she could have. Yeah, you know, but I don't think that was necessarily right. I mean, I feel like at this point, being the bigger man about the situation, if you guys want information on the GoFundMe, I will post it in the description. If you guys do feel for the guy and want to donate, that's fine.
So thanks for making me the tyrant.
Why?
Of this story.
Why?
Like, after our conversation, then it went from, then you're like, you know what?
Well, no, I've been thinking about it. I mean,
you could have warned me, so I wasn't such a dick.
No, I agree with you 100%. Like, I don't want you to think I don't agree with you at all. Like, but at the same time, I've been thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just I don't know. Like, It's such a weird thing.
It's a weird situation.
It's a weird situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of me, dude. Like, to be honest with you, when I was little, I used to fucking plot.
You used to dream of doing something
like that, like while you're sleeping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've had conversations with the dude about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you know what? Like, that's the thing about society. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take the law into your own hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she shot him. She's gonna have to pay the price for it, regardless of the situation. And you know what? He paid the price for his situation too. So, that being said, I want to move on. So Goldie.
What?
So like, we were having this conversation earlier in the week about how there was high priced houses in low class neighborhoods.
Yeah, I think Cleveland's trying to fix up old houses and in crappy neighborhoods to try to get not crappy people to move into those neighborhoods. Meanwhile, they're building Section 8 in like the good neighborhoods. So I think they're trying to mix everyone up in hopes of like building up the city. I don't know. I think it's ridiculous, and I don't think it's gonna work. It's been working so far. Ohio City, so? Gordon Square.
Well, yeah.
Tremont. Yeah, trendy Tremont used to be a shithole, and now you can't even get a house for less than $200,000.
Yeah, but
where was that one house you were talking about? It wasn't on
Archwood. For like $400,000 or $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
It's an old historical house.
I understand that, but
it even has a carriage house.
So are the gangs are old.
But you know what? It's been working. You know, and that part of Cleveland is referred to now as Brooklyn Century. So it's like they're giving them all these old names. They're bringing the old names back. They're bringing back the old houses. I'm not saying I would pay $500,000 for this house, but
I mean, it is a beautiful house. Let me tell you. I was looking at the pictures. You can probably get
carjacked in the middle of the day.
Yeah. What do you feel about this tow car?
Me, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think it's good that they're developing houses. You know, it's good you attract more professional people in Cleveland, and people that buy these houses might invest in businesses. You're renovating Cleveland.
Some of these houses, though, are probably Section 8, no matter how much, no matter what.
I don't know, man.
Well, no, but it's working in Tremont because they have Section 8 housing over there, and it's working. I mean, and I think other areas are trying to do it as well.
And what's wrong with Section 8 houses?
What's wrong with them? I'm not going to get into my political views on any of that shit, but I'll tell you what's wrong with the whole thing on Section 8. Get the fuck up and work. Like, you know, I mean, geesh, man. I mean, listen, some people need it. A lot of people take advantage of the situation. You got people that pay $45 a month for rent. That's crazy, man. And the rest gets paid, and then they get to go in a nice development. Now, here's my problem with this. Like, I don't know if I've mentioned this story before, but when I was working in Kirby in sales, we went and we knocked a whole development with Beamers and Mercedes and shit in the driveways, and everyone's credit's getting turned down. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And the one dude's like, oh, this is a Section 8 development. Brand new houses, but they're driving Mercedes and shit.
Was that off of Rocky River Drive?
I don't know where it was, man, but all I know is it was nice houses. They lived in nice houses and they drove nice cars, but yet they needed Section 8. Yeah. Because they're taking advantage of the
I never thought of it that way.
Well, you know what?
Some people do need it, though, and I don't
I don't care about that either. Yeah. But it's funny that he brings that up because some of those Section 8 houses that have been recently built over off of Rocky River Drive, I mean, they have ceramic tile floors. I've been in one because my ex-husband was dating someone who lived in one, and I went over there to pick my son up. I went in. This house, it reminded me of like one of the new Florida houses. I mean, ceramic tiles. It was beautiful. And this lady had like a shit ton of kids, so it was like one of the bigger ones. And my ex-husband drives a BMW, so yeah, he's got his BMW parked outside, dating this Section 8 lady with this beautiful home, beautiful furniture. Like, they're living good. I'm not everybody's like that though, and I'm not gonna put people down because I don't have a problem with it. But
some people need it, but you know, for the people to take advantage of it, it's like, you know,
it's just crappy people bring some situations down.
I don't necessarily have any issues with Section 8.
I don't either.
What I do have an issue with is I don't, with these low income areas, okay, and they're trying to build them up. I understand that, but why $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 houses? Why not 200,000? Like, I feel like they're trying to get high class people.
Well, they are
instead of middle class people, and that's kind of BS if you think about it.
But you know what? It's working. And I guarantee that house sells, and I guarantee whoever moves in there probably doesn't have children, and they'll probably roommate with people, and they probably wear tight jeans and only eat vegan, organic.
What pisses me
people
off,
that buy those houses are not going to have kids.
I feel like I'm middle class, okay? So, like...
I feel like I'm white trash.
Oh, my gosh.
So, like, I do really feel like that the government and people really forget about the middle class. And I feel like we are, like... the biggest contributors.
Well, because honestly, you got
like they give everything to the lower class
and the rich,
and
nothing to the middle class.
Nothing to the middle class at all.
Yeah, you're actually right, man.
I think it's kind of bullshit. So why not have these historic houses and stuff like in a maybe middle to upper middle class range? Build the middle class back up. How about that?
What it is, I think it's some realtor or some investor. That's what they're doing now. They want to make a lot of money real fast, so they're just buying houses that they can fix up.
I actually knew this person that had I don't know how they did it, but they had 2 Section 8 houses or some crap.
What?
Yeah.
They had 2 of them.
Yeah, and the one her kids stayed in, and the other one she stayed in. I don't know how they did it, but
that's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
So, have you guys heard about Amber Heard?
No.
It's Johnny Depp's ex wife.
Did you hear about Amber Heard?
She donated her divorce settlement to Children's Hospital and other charities. And what I think is interesting about this is she's alleging that he was very abusive in a relationship. That's why she wanted a divorce. And
wasn't there a domestic dispute?
Yeah.
So Johnny Depp was domestic?
Yes.
Well, you better watch out. He's going to get shot in the face, man.
He's going to get his wig split.
Well, everybody at first was thinking, oh, well, maybe she, because Johnny Depp is a big ass star. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you. So a lot of times when women decide they want to get a divorce, what's your first thought? Oh, she just wants some money.
That's not my first thought.
I mean, that's what a lot of people think.
He must be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm a woman, so.
But she, basically she was telling everybody, look, this isn't about the money. This is about getting out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And she said, well, if once everything's through, I'm going to donate all my money to charities. And then she stayed true to her word. So that really kind of makes Johnny Depp look like a fucking douchebag now, What do you think?
Yeah.
He probably is.
We never went to acting school.
I could believe that.
He dropped out of regular school too, I think, didn't he? He never went to...
No, because he was on 21 Jump Street. He went to school.
Yeah.
He was just undercover cop.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah.
It totally went over Jay's head.
No, I knew what he was saying.
Jay, go play with some more balls.
No, I knew what he was saying, but I was trying to he wasn't a teenager though. He was like
No, I know. When he was on 21 Jump Street, he was 32 and shit.
Yeah, and he's in high school and shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to have our interview with Spitz. So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show, bitches.
Yeah. I told her we can hit the best spot, so come on through. Hollywood is up in this place. I just made my way back from West LA. Shot a music video just yesterday. Now I'm back in Raleigh, 1,000 miles away. We've been sitting at the condo drinking Cavassier. We've been hanging with the models and my boy today. We've been living like a king while you watch us do a thing. Come along with the strongest, make sure you don't blink. Cash on the table and it ain't no game. Jordan's on the table, that's the way I play. Make you wanna go home, get a new win. Make you wanna go home, get a new chick. Tabletop dancing, she tabletop dancing. Baby, keep jamming, we wobble in the mansion. Ay, come on through. Ay, come on through. Tabletop dancing, she tabletop dancing. Baby, keep jamming, we wobble in the mansion. Pull up, come on through. Pull up, come on through. I told her we can hit the best spot. Yeah, so come on through. I told her we can hit the best spot.
Super Spitz. I'm talking condos, bathing suits and nachos. I get cheese, she call me Daddy Blanco, beast mode. Puffin' on that marijuana. I got more exes than Wakanda. Rough Raleigh, you can smell the money. Born and raised, no way you can take the crown from it. Dummy, funny acting cats looking bummy. Your baby mama's spinning for 10 inches in her tummy. Golf cart wildin', finesse with a stylist. Black girl, white girl, all girl islands. All in one full photo shoots in the bathroom. The lights goes off when they all up in the shower.
Tabletop dancing, she tabletop dancing. Baby, keep jamming, we wobble in the mansion.
Ay, come on through. Ay, come on through.
Tabletop dancing, she tabletop dancing. Baby, keep jamming, we wobble in the mansion.
Pull up, come on through.
Alright, welcome back everyone. We are going to introduce our guest. Hailing from North Carolina, he is a photographer, he's a rapper, he's a songwriter, he's a director. He is everything rolled up into one man. Give a big epic welcome to Super Spitz. Hey, what's up, bud?
What's poppin'?
So what's going on, man? What's going on in the life of Super Spitz, man? I've been seeing so many photo shoots that you've been doing, and they all look amazing.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm definitely like 6 months in doing photography. You know, definitely. You know, sky's the limit. You know, the first 6 months have been incredible. I can't wait for the next 6 months and the years to come. I'm really happy today. Yesterday, I received some of my bathing suits, bikinis, shorts, and tank tops with Spitz flavors.
Okay, that's what's up. So you're branding your own swimsuit wear, huh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I have a lot of models, so. You know, they always asking me. I'm friends with a lot of fashion designers. So, you know, I had some clothes about 2 years ago. I sold out. So, you know, I want to bring it back. You know, renew it and let the fans have a chance to purchase it and see it in videos and movies.
Hey, so Spitz Flavors. Explain that a little bit. Where did you come up with the name with that? Because I actually was kind of thinking. Back when we used to rap together about Ice Cream Parlor, was that kind of it?
Yeah, man. You know, when I did Ice Cream Parlor, we never shot the video to Ice Cream Parlor, but I ended up shooting a music video called Ice Cream. I shot that at Murder Beach 2 years ago, and you know, it's just different flavors. And when you describe women, you know, it's different skin tones. So different skin tones, different races, it's different flavors, and that's kind of where I came up with that.
Okay. Also, weren't you shooting? You're shooting a music video today, aren't you?
Nah, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's going to be in Raleigh. I'm bringing it back to my hometown.
Okay.
And after that, I'll probably do one more video in the Carolinas, and then I'm going to, you know, branch off to different states. Hopefully, Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we would love to have you here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, are you working on any upcoming albums or mixtapes?
More like a mixtape. I got a CD that I'm working on called The Brands. As me and Dan McKell, I believe you interviewed him about a month ago.
Yeah.
And I want to go ahead and wrap that up for the fans that already heard Pictures and other songs of ours that became big fans. So I want to at least drop an album mixtape for that. Spitz CD, Spitz album. I'm more like, I probably pull out more singles than anything. It's kind of, I'm more focused on being more of a business guy. There's a lot of businesses I run, like the photography, the modeling, doing fashion shows, videos and stuff like that. So I don't have as much time to work on an album, but I will have a lot of singles out.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I've always found interesting about you is you grew up in a really small town that had like nobody in it, but you've managed to make a name for yourself, and you've been nominated at the North Carolina Hip Hop Awards. You've been basically all over the country. Like, explain kind of like, how did you manage to do that? I mean, like, what gave you that kind of like drive to do that?
Yeah, that's a great question. Great question. Growing up in the country, man, I always felt like I was different. My real name is Cardrelius, so I always felt like there was nobody else with that name. So I always felt like I was different. I have family come from up north. They used to tell me all these stories about living up north, and it was so exciting. And you know what I mean? Like, all we got is cigar, and stuff like that. So I wanted to be more out there. I felt like I was too big for a small town, big city dreams.
Yeah.
And I made a video called Broken. And I had a girl at the time, and she believed in my poetry. And when she passed away, I decided to put my poetry on beats. And that's really my drive. You know what I mean? Like, any day something can happen. So live every day like it's your last, and do as much as you can to also help people in the process.
Yeah, and that's what I've always felt was good about you too. Like, you're not really all about yourself. You do like to help other people and other people that are struggling but have talent. You like to kind of take them under your wing and promote them and help them along.
This is how I look at it. Throughout all these years, I got different connects with different people. In the movie world, in the acting world, comedy world. I've been in about 3 different movies. I've been on the news a couple times for helping people. I definitely send you the link for my next interview. I'll send you the link for that news clips for that. It's just all about just helping people. That's what it's all about. I mean, you can't be successful without having good people around you. The best people you want to have is people that you have helped before.
Exactly, and that's true. That's true. So, like, in the next, I don't know, like, say the next 6 months. Okay, where do you see yourself? Like, what's the next major thing that Spitz wants to do?
I'll tell you what I see, and then I'll tell you what I probably need to do.
Okay.
I probably need to have a modeling agency, or some type of. I really don't want an agency, but I really want to have something that help coach the girls to become models, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Posing, facial expressions, all that play out a big part of pictures. I'm very passionate about everything I do, and pictures and photography is one of them. And, posing, it's not just the photographer, it's the model too. It's not just the clothes, it's the pose too. It's not just the pose, it's the facial expressions as well.
Yeah.
And location. So.
Yeah, definitely. So you want to kind of open up almost like a school for models to teach them how to be models.
Yeah. And with that school, I will have connects with magazines. I would love to get in touch with Tyra Banks people that's really big in the modeling world.
I was just about to say, I think you're going to be like the male Tyra Banks up in here,
Yeah, it's kind of basically like that.
North Carolina's next top model, who knows?
But what I see happening is that my photography is going to be very, 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 very good. Also, in that time, I see My clothing line doing good. Shout out to all fashion designers. Shout out to my mentor, Lyndon Johnson, for helping me with photography. I'm more self-taught. I didn't go to school or anything. I was just told to master the natural light. That's what I did. But I want to kind of get into videos, man. I really want to start shooting videos. I want to shoot other people's videos, or at least direct it,
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for your time, Spitz. It's always a pleasure. I actually got to have a real interview with you this time instead of it being...
Don't invite me next time.
Yeah.
You don't have to have me here.
What? Anyways, if you would like to check out Spitz on social media, check him out on Instagram at _SuperSpitz. And Facebook Super Spitz.
That's right. Next video tomorrow will be called Tabletop Dancing.
Okay.
My boy Toddy featuring me. So I'm actually featured on a song, which I like. I like to be featured. So that's what we doing, man. I appreciate it. And how about this, y'all? The next interview, I will be right there with y'all.
Sounds great, man.
All right. Sounds good, man. Y'all continue y'all success.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take a little break. When we get back, we're going to do some Would You Rather questions and some other shit. Keep it locked right here. welcome back to the show. Let's see. We have a few things going on. Actually, we just saw the birthday shout-outs. That's brand new.
I like
that. If anybody has birthday shout-outs, go ahead. Just, tweet them to us. Put them on our Facebook page. Put them in the comments. And next week, we will feature that. I guess we'll go into Would You Rather questions. Alright, so first question. Would you rather leave your unemployed son homeless or pay for his drug habits and illegal activities?
Oh, man.
Somebody?
That's hard, man.
I know. It's what you think you would do and what you probably would do.
I would leave him homeless.
Yeah, I mean, because
I don't.
Either way, you're not helping them.
No.
Yeah.
Neither. Both are bad. There's no winning when it comes to drug addicts.
I mean, you'd have to.
No one's winning.
I don't know. My son. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard.
I'd say homeless. God damn it, Ashley! Why do you have to make
that
question so
question
hard?
was. I mean, I would probably. I would hate to do it, but maybe the homeless thing would make him, kick some sense into him.
Yeah.
To get some help.
That's the ideology behind it, but it never works.
Yeah, it never works. But then, definitely enabling him is not the answer either. So.
Would you rather have a... Oh, no. Hold on. You said... Yeah, he said homeless.
Homeless, yeah.
Homeless? Homeless. Okay. Sorry.
I'm not going with homeless. I'm going to be an enabler.
Okay.
All right.
Would you rather have a parent who became a serial killer or a child who became a serial killer?
Wait, what?
Would you have a parent that was a serial killer or a child?
Now, does your parent...
A parent.
Yeah.
I want to raise a serial killer.
I would probably do the parent, too. Unless they try
I could
killing
ditch
you.
their ass.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was.
I just have to be in my kid's life.
I got adopted.
This is a two-part question. One's for me, Jay, and Tokar. One is for Goldie. For us, would you rather have a penis-sized nipple or a nipple-sized penis?
That's horrible. I don't even want to know what mine is.
I'm gonna go with the penis-sized nipples. I'm definitely not wanting a nipple-sized penis.
It doesn't say you can't get surgery to get your nipples taken down, so we all know there's no hope for a small penis.
I thought there was no loopholes.
Penis-sized nipples, no loopholes.
Yeah,
penis-sized nipples.
Yeah, you can cover them up.
I'm sticking with I'll keep a shirt on.
Like, suck on these, baby.
I'll keep a shirt on.
Blowjobs on your boobs.
For Goldie,
shit.
You have nostrils that look like vaginas or a vagina that looks like a nostril?
I'm just gonna take the crappy vagina.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a deal breaker.
I don't care. I can hide it.
No, I'm talking.
I'm prude anyway, so I don't even use that thing.
Oh my god.
I don't even know. All right. Our next favorite segment that Michael James hates when I use that word, but fuck it. Got crazy news.
He should call in and yell at you.
When crazy shit happens,
he should probably call in and yell at me.
We'll be there to report it. It's time for crazy news.
Well, this one seems like kind of a nice one. What a delivery. A pizza driver comes to rescue in a house fire.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. A Kentucky pizza delivery man customer service was on fire, literally. Donato's pizza driver Ralph was delivering pizza Sunday night to a mobile home, go figure, when he saw a home on fire. Lettner says he ran inside, shut off the breaker. Oh, he must be familiar with mobile homes. I don't even know where that would be. And found a homeowner, Jesse, trying to put out the flames. I got down on my hands and knees because the smoke was everywhere and made my way back into the kitchen and got him out his front door.
That's crazy.
That's really awesome, though.
Yeah. I hope the tip was good.
It's probably someone who doesn't even tip.
I know. Like, oh man.
What's the cause of the fire?
I don't know.
Probably electrical, right? Is that what it said?
It was a mobile home.
Yeah.
God hates mobile homes. That's it.
That's right.
Maybe the tip was
It was an electrical problem.
update your electricity, your wiring.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Woman dies after doctors accidentally embalm her. How the hell?
Oh yeah, I heard that story. That is crazy.
Was in the hospital for a routine surgery and was supposed to be connected up to a saline drip, but it's believed the doctors accidentally attached her to a formalin drip instead. It's 40. What it was made of, what the formalin is made of, is 40% formaldehyde and then some water solution.
Jesus.
She quickly started convulsing. And then, it goes on to explain formaldehyde is a substance which is used to preserve corpses, and drinking just a 30 milliliter serving of it can kill an adult.
You know what I have to say about that?
What?
2 birds. I guess I wanted to.
Oh, I get it. You're a dick.
That's bad. The poor lady suffered.
So what is it, man? Is that you? What the heck?
For the record, I don't like Epic today.
I know, it's all right.
Man, we'll get over it.
So what?
Instead of grabbing a saline bag, he grabbed.
Someone messed up really
So
bad.
are they starting to give like formaldehyde via intravenous? I don't know. How do they normally?
I never actually knew how they embalm people.
Does anyone ever read the bags before they put on someone?
Yeah, wow.
That is definitely a big mess up. And at 27 years old.
Wow.
If I was her family.
27?
I would burn the
I didn't know that.
down.
Oh, I'd be suing
Wow.
big time.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom commented and said, "What's wrong with the sound?"
Is there? Oh.
Well, sound should be fine. I don't know.
She's probably like, "Man, I want to hear about Anthony."
Hey, Ma, turn your phone up.
Yeah,
the volume.
I was thinking it.
How does this thing
Is it
work?
skipping? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Okay, now the next story. Angelfish winds up in a hospital. Who hospitalizes angelfish? In a bizarre story, an anonymous man from Japan posted live updates of his experiences masturbating with an angelfish stomach.
What the heck?
He described how he had become furious after working with the angelfish as part of his job and now willing to act on that curiosity. Wait, huh? Oh, well, I don't know. He used the fish's stomach by cutting it free of the fish and then wearing it as a glove.
What?
He also described how he extremely carefully disinfect the fish's guts with ethanol and salt.
Wow.
And then he masturbated with it?
Sorry, I'm staring at the photo.
Oh, no.
On his penultimate post, he shared an image of the fish's stomach stretched over his hands like a glove alongside the caption, "I'm taking my pants off now." Was somebody actually willing to watch this? Unsurprisingly, this didn't work out well. His last post came from the hospital and described how the plan had backfired. Mere minutes into the experience, his penis had begun to throb and ache, and it soon began to hurt so badly he needed to seek medical attention. Once at the hospital, doctors diagnosed him with urethritis caused by parasitic microorganisms in the fish's stomach making its way into his urethra. You know what? He deserved it for being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that is.
I actually hope it falls off.
Oh my god, that's
new meaning. What is it? Kiss a starfish?
Angel death? I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
He is now taking antibiotics and regularly applying ointment to his penis. I hope he never gets laid again.
Hey, you're that dude.
Like,
that
I don't. You know what I don't get though?
After starfish.
Man, that was a lot of stuff he had to do that.
And now he's
Did
planning
he
on
not
doing it with a
research
squid.
what was in the fucking angelfish's stomach?
Why do you want to use a fish's guts to masturbate with anyway?
He saw the fish and he was like,
Oh my god, dude.
He said, man, look at that starfish.
he probably goes to the pet store like, man, I would really get that.
Looking through the tanks of different.
Well, he wants to try a dead squid next, so.
That's what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
He didn't learn his lesson.
He wants to try an octopussy.
What is wrong with you guys?
Did he ever have a blowfish before?
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
Oh, well, it's our next segment.
I hear no sound.
Playing with balls with J Val.
Okay, so here on the sports segment today, I have a couple stories. Are you guys familiar with Tristan Thompson and the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes.
Okay, have you guys heard the story? He video surfaced of him cheating on Khloe Kardashian.
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty much this video of him in a nightclub surfaced, and he was cheating. He was they were kissing, the chicks were grabbing on his junk, stuff like that. Also, because of these actions though, first of all, Khloe Kardashian just gave birth to their daughter. Yeah. So he's doing this while she's, pregnant with his kid.
Well, you said gave birth.
Well,
or what did this happen before?
Yeah.
Like right before.
And but he was still, and she actually, a lot of people came to her support though. Like the announcer for the Cavs, usually when you check in to the game, they announce you. Didn't announce him.
Really?
The crowd booed him.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people like Khloe. She stayed in Cleveland and actually had the baby here in Cleveland.
Like at Marymount, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't she in denial about it though?
I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't care.
To be honest, I'd say she really loves the dude because she's been with other men and never really tried or thought about having kids.
Yeah.
And now she's actually... Maybe
they didn't want kids with her.
Or, I don't know, something. Why? I mean, man, why wouldn't you want a kid with a Kardashian?
Well,
that's like...
They're all famous too.
Yeah, but... No, she doesn't date like the mega stars in the NBA.
Mega stars are like nobody wants her.
Yeah, she dates like
that's why I don't want to have kids with
Lamar Odom
crackheads and cheaters.
I don't remember the guy she dated before Tristan, but yeah, the guy that smoked crack and all that shit.
I don't know, maybe she.
But Tristan Thompson is just like an overpaid. Nobody. Like, I mean, he's not even worth the money we pay him. Hopefully they get rid of him next year anyways, and bring somebody in worth the money. But anyways, yeah, so that's that story. He got booed, and I mean, everyone's coming to her defense. So the next story, LeBron James, sticking with the Cavs, he has some milestones. I'll read this article. He just passed Michael Jordan on the most double-digit scoring games. I'm pretty sure he's the all-time leader now. So it says the date is January 5th, 2007, and the Milwaukee Bucks have no answer for the Cleveland Cavaliers forward Drew Gooden. He's having a career-high night, 19 second-half points, and in his first game with 30 points and 15 rebounds, the Cleveland Cavaliers win, earning its fifth straight victory against the Bucks. It also would be the last time LeBron James scores fewer than 10 points. On this night, he finishes with 8. That was 11 years ago. Now he passes Michael Jordan with his 867th consecutive game scoring in double figures, the longest streak in NBA history. Can you imagine that? That's crazy, man. So
he surpassed Jordan, basically.
He surpassed everyone.
Rings.
Yeah. So J.R. Smith also just came out and was like, yeah, LeBron became the GOAT 2 years ago when he won Cleveland a championship.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, there's some more numbers in this story. So James Harden, here's some numbers. 610. James Harden has the second longest active streak at 250 straight games. 610 fewer than LeBron James. These two are in the running to be the MVPs, which if you look at the stats, LeBron blows James Harden out of the water.
Does he blow him?
He probably does with a starfish, man.
And a blowfish?
Yeah. And then
angelfish.
Yeah, so I mean LeBron is just killing stuff, man. He's to me, I think he's the best player. I mean, of course you look at Jordan with the rings. But the numbers are...
Well, Jordan had a better team, though, too.
Of course. I mean, yeah, by far.
Yeah, I mean, just all around, you know what I mean?
And Jordan didn't have the mountains to climb that LeBron has. He didn't play any super teams. He played a Utah Jazz with an old-ass Karl Malone and John Stockton. That were like on their last legs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's he really played no one in the finals that you can say, well, this team was a super team like the Golden State Warriors.
I mean, a lot of West Coast teams are
super teams.
Yeah, the
Grizzlies. OKC. Yeah, I mean. There's a lot of them.
I mean,
the
Timberwolves.
The Spurs. The Timberwolves are coming up.
They're coming up, too.
They're young. They're going to be really good. And on the East, you got the 76ers. They were a game ahead. The Cavs dropped that game to them this past week and dropped them to fourth place in the standings for the playoffs, which that starts, I do believe, tomorrow.
The playoffs?
The playoffs against Indiana.
Oh, okay.
So... that's that. I have another story. This is for the NFL. So the Cowboys released Dez Bryant. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's their franchise leading. He has the franchise record for most touchdowns.
Okay.
So Jerry Jones is the owner, but he also acts as the GM, which is. I mean, it's okay, I guess. He owns the team. He can do what he wants, but he makes bad decisions a lot more than good ones.
Yeah.
He released Tony Romo, who has a franchise record in passing yards, I do believe. He also released Emmitt Smith, their franchise leader in rushing. And now he releases Dez Bryant, another franchise record holder.
What does that mean?
That means, I don't know, it was just an article like he just releases these players that mean something to the franchise, that they hold records. So,
well, these are people that are already retired from the game, right?
No, Tony Romo wasn't. They drafted Dak Prescott, and that's where this plays into it too. It says Dez Bryant hopes to remain in the NFC East after his 8-year run with the Dallas Cowboys ended Friday. He says, I won't say any teams, but being in the division, that's a huge possibility. Bryant told NFL Network, that's a huge possibility. That's something that I want. He wants to play. He told them, the guys, when he was leaving the meeting, he says, I'll see you guys twice a year. So he wants to go to a team in the division to stick it to Dallas.
Gotcha.
He did tell the fans with a tweet. He said, "I want you guys to know that I'm Dallas Nation forever." And he said, "This was not my decision." He says,
gotcha.
He wanted to stay, but he didn't fit with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I think that was a huge mistake. Anyways, the Cowboys letting Tony Romo go and putting in Dak Prescott. Yeah, they had an excellent year. His rookie year, they could have went to the Super Bowl, but Green Bay beat them with that crazy catch. But the problem is, last year, I think Dak Prescott's true colors really showed. Dude couldn't get the ball into the end zone. I think it was a mistake, to be honest. I mean, and the guy he's egotistical. you could tell last year that him and Des Bryant didn't get along. So I think that's one of the big reasons why Des isn't there now, is because him and Dak Prescott didn't click. Gotcha. So, but that's it. All I got for the sports today. Baseball is just now starting, so we'll have some more news with baseball here coming up soon. The Indians lost to the Blue Jays yesterday, 8-4. But they're doing all right. I mean, it's been cold weather, and the bats haven't been hitting, but it shows when it's warm they start hitting the ball a lot more, and their pitching's doing really outstanding. So, except for yesterday, their pitching kind of collapsed.
All right, so that was Playing with Balls with Jay Val on the Epic Radio Show. You know what? I'm actually going to skip this thing. We're going to go take a break.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
We're going to do our first artist spotlight. So we're going to cut the break to do that.
This dude's pretty good, man. This is like one of my new favorite songs.
So yeah, keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Go on and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and a bottle of wine to hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish it weren't so. So take this wine and drink with me, and let's delay our misery. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Fire, and it burns like me for you. Tomorrow comes with one desire, to take me away. It ain't easy to say goodbye, darling, please don't start to cry, 'cause girl, you know I gotta go, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Take me away. I wish that I could stay, but girl, you know I gotta go, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight, fight the break of dawn. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight, tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight, tomorrow I'll be gone.
First artist spotlight, and that was pretty awesome, actually. I mean, Preston, he did a remake of a song called "Save the Night."
Yeah, one of our favorites.
From Eagle Eye Cherry.
And yeah, I was just saying, you very rarely hear an artist do a remake, and it's better than the original. And this kid actually really,
I agree,
did a heck of a job.
And he's from the UK, and he did a remake off of a Justin Bieber song that actually did over 100 million views.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's crazy because he actually gave me permission to use that song.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, reached out to him. He seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah, definitely. So moving on. Well, you know what? Before I do move on, though, if you guys know anybody like that, like anybody that you feel like should be like super famous, like they're super talented, and you have a song, maybe a short bio or whatever, just let me know. Like, let us know on Facebook, let us know on Twitter. Follow us at Epic Music Radio on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Instagram, Epicness216. There was a video circulating through social media about Israeli soldiers shooting protesters, unarmed protesters at the border, and not only just shooting them, but cheering and like it's actually true.
So is this why the headlines read we sent a missile strike? Or did you read that?
No, I did not read that. When did that happen?
Yeah,
that was in Syria, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Syria. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
yeah, that's not Israel.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Got it.
So obviously, Israel has always had issues with Palestine,
yeah,
and everything like that. So, but they were doing a peaceful protest. But there were snipers in the hill just picking them off and cheering about it and laughing about it. And somebody took a video of it. The Israeli, I can't even talk. The government actually said, "Hey, this video is true," but they're not upset about the soldiers shooting the protesters. They're upset at the person that filmed it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's messed up, man.
And that's kind of why I was like, wow. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, the way I look at it, like, obviously that's not the right thing to do, shooting
innocent civilians.
Civilians, and then cheering about it. It just makes you seem like a douche. And then if the government is saying, hey, that's okay, but you can't film it and make us look bad.
Yeah. That's exactly what the message they're sending. And it's sad.
I just think it's kind of shitty, and it kind of puts different perspective on Israel, only because like most of my life I've always been told, like, Palestine's a bad guy, Israel's just defending herself.
Yeah.
But now you see stuff like this, and you're like, wait, maybe not.
Maybe it's reversed.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, you also have to think what we see as citizens.
Yeah.
Well, it's all propaganda. Like they push what they want us to see on us.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Media.
What do you think, Goldie?
I think you have to know the history between these two countries to understand why things are happening, even though we feel they're wrong, and it is obviously wrong to shoot civilians that are unarmed.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of history and hatred that just goes back a long way.
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, for what centuries, right? And, I mean, they've been fighting over
land.
Wasn't it Jerusalem, really?
Well, it's,
isn't it about that? I mean,
basically, yeah, because I think the U.S. government came in and went ahead and rewarded this land to the Jews, and I think all these other countries are like blocking the waterways, and they can control it. And Palestine, I don't even think they have the Palestinians. Do they even have a country anymore?
I don't even know. I mean, I thought
Tokar should know. Him and Hannah talk about this all the time.
Well, here's the thing, like with Israel, they have to, that was too much what the soldiers did, but Israel has to really protect themselves, because any leak that they have in their protection would be, exposed, and something bad would happen, you know, with like all the being surrounded by terrorists.
Yeah, and you know what though, and you know, another thing that you just made me think of, Tokar, is the way we see it. Okay, when we go over there, we're all about watching ourselves. Not, you know, we don't just go off shooting the civilians, but the civilians, you know, have bombs strapped to them. They can come up. So Israel probably doesn't have that vision.
Well, in this particular case, there was a fence.
Okay.
Separating them, and the people that were sniping were really far away. They're snipers.
They might just They just might see anybody that comes to that border as a threat.
It reminds me of an experiment what they did. If you give someone authority, they take it to the extreme.
Well,
you know?
yeah, no, I get that. I mean, and I get what you're saying about, like, you know, possibly, you know, they thought they were a threat, but why celebrate it? Why, you know, like...
Kind of like the way the Afghanis celebrated when our World Trade Center went down.
That's what I'm saying.
They hate us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're going to go after the Israelis for that, what about what we did in America with Iraq? You know, with prisoners?
I actually was kind of like against the whole Iraq thing, but that's a whole different thing. Go ahead,
you know what I mean?
Sorry.
That's what they did with Iraqi prisoners of war. We did, American soldiers did the same thing to these people.
Yeah.
Torture
Maybe
them.
it's just all across the board, and we just, you know, we're just now hearing about certain things.
War
you know?
is ugly. Fighting is ugly.
Yeah.
You never know if you're in that power as a soldier. You're stressed out all the time. You never know what your mindset is.
You get beat into your head how horrible people are. You don't start seeing them as a person. You're seeing them as a whole.
Like a target.
So they're all enemies.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's like a kill or be killed.
There's another story. And I did not mean to do this when I was doing these stories, but it's kind of another gun-related story. But it's there was actually a man who there was a multi-state manhunt for a man accused of killing his mom and friend. It came to an end. This 23-year-old man who allegedly killed his mother and friend in Tennessee before fleeing and apparently detailing the alleged crimes in a disturbing Facebook post. Suspect Casey James Lawhorn was found dead in Vosburg, Mississippi from a apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, the Jasper County Sheriff's Office said this morning. Lawhorn allegedly shot and killed his mother, V. Lawhorn, and a friend inside of his mother's home in East Ridge, Tennessee, early Sunday morning, authorities said. After the double killings, dispatchers received a call from a person they believed to be the suspect. The suspect allegedly said he had committed the crime and was going to kill himself. And then there doesn't seem to be any information on the motive of why he killed these people. Like, what's crazy though is he was on Facebook basically talking about it and admitting he did it. And this is something I didn't want to talk necessarily about the shooting itself, even though that's a tragedy. But like, I've been noticing a lot more like people talking about crimes and stuff on Facebook, admitting this shit on Facebook.
Yeah, they're
doing stuff while live on Facebook.
What's that? Incriminating yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the worst thing you could ever do.
Or it's like people that are on there that are like, yo, man, I got that bud for sale.
They want to get caught because they're trying to get their name in the paper.
Hey, somebody's calling. You're on the Epic Radio Show.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this the show? Yeah, is this the show?
Yes.
It's Hannah.
Hey, what's going on, Hannah?
What's happening? Hey, Goldie, I don't have any pants to wear.
Can't stand you right now. Look at the dryer. Did you call to talk about Israel?
I want to talk about my pants first.
Oh my God! Look in the freaking dryer. We're live, just so you know. This will not get cut out or edited.
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm giving the show some flavor.
Okay. Now everyone knows what a nag I have at home.
he wears the pants in the home. He wants to know where his pants are.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I'm gonna put him in the yard and catch him on fire. Okay.
A man needs his pants.
Well, do you want him to go pantless, Goldie?
Yeah,
what kind of wife are you?
You wear shorts.
Oh, jeez. Cold.
It's not that cold. It should be pretty
No,
warm.
dude, it's like 50 degrees outside.
It is colder than yesterday.
it is cold.
Was it really? It was supposed to be warmer.
No, today's cooler, but it's still kind of warm.
Huh. That's how much I went outside so far.
Well, that's all right. I found my sweatpants. I look like I work out. So.
No, you're the person that works out while eating donuts.
Hey, burn carbs while you gain carbs.
You know, speaking of donuts, I have a couple donuts for you and Tokar that I actually made.
We're not worthy.
Oh, awesome.
They did look good, though. I seen them on Facebook. Yeah. So, Hannah.
Yeah?
What do you think of the Israeli soldiers shooting the unarmed protesters?
The Palestinian protesters?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I think it really gets out of control, you know, with the Palestinians. I think they crossed the fence, and Israel's scared for them to get in. I think they stand right at the fence at the border between Israel and Gaza, and they burn tires and they throw rocks at them. And I think Israel's got to defend itself.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, if you're attacking them, it doesn't make. They use the word unarmed. Maybe they don't have guns, but they're still attacking in other ways.
Yeah.
Well, they burn tires, and they cause a lot of smoke that block out the snipers. And then, you know, I think some of the Palestinians are armed too, and they try to shoot the Israelis. You know, Israeli soldiers are probably scared. You know, I would be too scared. You have thousands of Palestinians. They're ready to break the fence and jump on you. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Did you find any
Thanks for your input.
What do you think of people shooting people on Facebook and admitting to it on Facebook?
On Facebook?
Yeah, it's a completely different subject. When people commit crimes and confess on Facebook.
Didn't last year someone do that in Cleveland?
Well, that was different.
Oh, yeah,
he was
that
actually
guy
killing
shot
people
and
while
killed
he was
someone.
doing it live. Yeah,
he was killing people live, which was crazy.
Well, I think they're pretty stupid committing a crime confessing on Facebook.
Yeah,
You're going to get caught, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think this kid actually was planning on getting caught because he shot himself in the head, but
They just do it because they know they're going to be talked about and they have nothing going on in life.
obviously they do because they just shot and killed people. So they got lots going on.
Yeah, they have nothing going on in life, so they have to shoot and kill people.
Here's a problem with all these, all this stuff happening with guns. The media's pushing all this stuff on us, promoting. I mean, of course, they're reporting it. It's all negative, too. And they're reporting all this stuff happening with the shootings and guns. And all it's doing is giving all these other kids ideas and putting it in their head is, hey, maybe I should go out and do this.
Is Mike going in and out in your ears?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, thanks for calling, and I hope you found your pants.
Okay. Thank you. When are you coming home?
Right after the show.
Yeah, right after the show. I think we have something to do. We got to go on top of the roof.
Yeah, I actually.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Tokar go on the roof and try to get out baby raccoons after the show.
On the. You stay on the roof?
Yeah, I thought you were gone. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna put Tokar in head first and hold his legs, and he's gonna go retrieve the raccoons.
I want no part of this.
I think it would be hilarious.
That's why we have the twisty ties. We're gonna.
Yep.
Are you gonna record it for the show?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna tie
Epic raccoon hunting.
Twisty ties to your feet.
I don't even know if there's actually raccoons in there right now, but we didn't hear nothing this morning.
I bet you go up there for.
I bet you Tokar's gonna go in.
I
there.
would like to see if there's anything in there because we heard stuff yesterday.
Hey, look.
Can I tell you something? They're gonna wander around during the day, but then they're gonna come back at night.
Well, see, it's opposite. We don't hear them at night. We hear them in the morning.
They're gonna come back, Tokar.
We didn't hear them this morning.
Oh, if they have babies, you're screwed. Oh, that sucks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping not.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go up there, check. I have a cover for my chimney, but they, I guess the raccoons actually know how to take them off. So I'm going to put it back on, but try to secure it better. And hopefully I won't have any bandits in my chimney.
They're one of the smartest animals around.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if they can, they figure out how to fucking
open doors and all types of stuff.
That's why I have the bricks up against my chimney clean out, because they know how to open doors and shit. And the guy on the phone told me I should put some cinder blocks in front of it, or we'll get some raccoons in the house.
So Tokar, so raccoons, okay, they're smart, right? And they don't like cats, right?
I had a cat. They used to hang out with raccoons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At my mom's house, she feeds the cats cat food, and like these raccoons just come up kicking it with the cats, eating the cat food. They're all like a family, like a posse of cats and raccoons. Yeah, so they're like, "Yo, where's the cream filling?"
And it's kind of funny.
And the cat was helping them knock down the garbage and everything.
I feel like I'm getting attacked because we did that story on the zombie raccoons last week, and now we're getting raccoons. So they're like, "Yo, don't be talking about my fam like that, dog."
They're like, "We're gonna show you."
Oh yeah. All right. Well, guess what time it is? It is time for Ask Tokar. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yes, I am.
Okay. So, first question: is the S or C silent in scent?
I know this. They're not. The C's not silent.
Well, okay. So you have scent, like you smell.
Okay.
It's SCENT.
Okay.
But then you have 1 cent, like the money, and that's CENT. So when you put SCENT, which one's silent, the S or the C?
I think they both work together. It's a double combo.
Gotcha.
It's a double.
How do you throw away a garbage can?
I throw it right in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Then how do you throw the dumpster away?
Landfill, maybe?
Then how do you throw the landfill away?
You don't.
Burn it.
Burn it. There you go. Why is there a D in fridge but not in refrigerator?
Because you got to talk to the council of like the 1700s when they were working on the English language. They just did a lot of weird stuff, left stuff out.
Yeah. If a chronic liar tells you he is a chronic liar, do you believe him?
That's a good question. Well, if someone said they are, then they're honest, and that means they are. See, it's contradictory.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
It's like if someone writes, "This is not a sentence," but it is a sentence, but they're saying it's not, and
yeah,
it's a paradox.
Gotcha. If the Energizer Bunny attacks someone, is he charged with battery?
Yes, and they should stop him because you know why?
He just keep going and going and going. if you were invited to a party by a psychic, would you have to RSVP? Or would it?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, they already knew that you were there. They knew everything.
Gotcha. Why is it called after dark when it's really after light?
Because someone said that and it was just, they messed it up.
Gotcha. Does expecting the unexpected make the unexpected expected? Remix.
So does the unexpected expected make the expected?
Well, you know how there's a phrase, I'm expecting the unexpected. So if someone's always expecting the unexpected, would that make the unexpected expected?
It's still unexpected because you know something's coming up, but you don't know what it is.
There you go. Okay.
So it's still...
That makes sense. Does that screwdriver really belong to Philip?
Philip's the company? No.
A guy named Philip.
Oh, Philip. Maybe it was the guy that designed it one time, or the guy that marketed it.
Maybe. Does killing time damage eternity?
No, paternity's like the Energized Bunny. It keeps going and going.
Did you say paternity?
Paternity.
Didn't it sound like it's a paternity?
Joe Paternity.
Yeah. That's it for the show, guys. Yay, we made it through another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay. And so make sure you follow us at Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And follow us on Instagram, Epicness216. Also, make sure you follow Kev Campbell and the Unsigned Musicians Network. I did forget to plug him today a couple times. Why are you doing this to me? Kill me. Do you guys have anything to add?
Nah, not really, man. What are your plans for the weekend?
It is Emily's birthday. She has a party today. Yeah, well, yesterday was.
Happy birthday, Emily.
And you guys are welcome to stop back
Why the
later.
fuck do you tell me at the last minute?
Because I forget, man. I forget.
I was just thinking today, I can't wait for the next party to Happy
birthday. Yeah, it'll be today. Welcome to stay. Jake's gonna stay, get some cake. It's really cute too. Ashley makes the cake, and Emily loves emojis. Like she's into the emojis. I don't know why, but anyways, so her cake is one big emoji. It's kind of funny. All right, but yeah, make sure you check us out. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, because this will be the last time we are live on my personal page. And we will see you next week. And as always, make life epic.
Keep it up. And the cameras hopefully should be back on by next week.
Hopefully. All right.
Bye. See ya.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.